Do you have an old Graff machine lying around? Well, let me teach you how to use it in a lesson that is for a 50-minute classroom. The day prior, I tell my students, try not to wear too much jewelry, metallic stuff, shiny stuff, and be careful of their eyeglass frames. I also say if anybody has any extreme anxiety, is wearing a pacemaker, or has any heart problems, they must let me know. I repeat this the day of as well. Now, I really generalized the overview of the Graff machine because I let the kids do a small little web quest after. And I let them actually teach themselves sometimes. My overview goes a little something like this. So you remember when we talked about static electricity and you rub your hands together or you rub your feet against a rug and then you shock somebody? That there is called static electricity, and we are studying electrostatics. Now here in the Graff machine, there is a metal comb at the bottom and this big rubber band that is going to be running really quickly through the machine. This rubber band is scraping and rubbing against the comb at the bottom, creating that static electricity. And the electrons are going to be carried by the rubber band up to this bell here in this metal basin, and the electrons are going to accumulate. Now, what happens when you have an accumulation of like charges? You have only electrons there. What are they going to want to do? The kids should say repel, or they don't want to be bothered with each other. And then you're going to say, all right, let's see that in action. Now, before class, I asked one of my student lab assistants if they wouldn't mind joining me in the front of the class to demonstrate the hair separation, and I asked them if they have any health concerns or whatnot, or any jewelry. So ask ahead of time, because it saves time. Then you need some kind of insulator or plastic crate, and the child will stand on this crate. They will put their hand on this generator before you turn it on, and then their other hand needs to be by their side. I would recommend your wand just stay on the countertop there. You turn it on, you let them, you can ask them about how their day was, and then people will start to see their hair raise up, and then you can also give them a mirror so that they can see their hair as well, but don't stand too close to them at that time. After about a minute or so with their hair standing up and everybody marveling, you can also reiterate and tell them, see how the hair is separating? And while the hair is separating, you can tell them that is the electrons trying to get away from each other, that are repelling, they are repulsive. Use those key words. Part 2 next.